Hey guys, welcome to Arsenal Crew. We are back now, up and running the YouTube channel, and we're going to kick off today with a video about the match review of the 2-1 loss against Tottenham Hotspur, the North London derby at White Hart Lane, and we lost. I had so much confidence going into this game, I was so confident that we would go there and do the job after the Man City game, after the Aston Villa game, after all that. And I was so confident that we would go in there and we would get those 3 points, and that was it. And it started so well. Ozil goal, great, kick on from there. But we never really got into the game. We scored the goal, but we never really felt like you saw the shots and everything, and I think we were lucky not to lose by more. What does this mean for our season? Quite considerably. It's going to bring the morale down of the fans and the players and everyone involved with the club down quite considerably. It's just disappointing about having that. Why did I put on Twitter after the game that why did Wenger bring Welbeck in, who has just come back from an injury? He's been out, what, 3, 4, 5 weeks or something like that? He's been out for a little while, and he's only trained 1 or 2 days in full training. Why would you chuck him into a game of that and drop Walcott? Why would you do that? Walcott and Ozil, the link-up play that they were doing in the games that they've played together has been amazing, and they've done really well. Why didn't he play it? I know he's trying to be cautious with Walcott, and it's understandable because of his injury, but he came back from his injury weeks and weeks ago. If he's not fit by now, then there's something seriously wrong. Wenger needs to just bite the bullet and say, look, just play him. I think he was just worried about him getting injured because it's such a physical game. But you shouldn't worry about that. You should play your best team. And if it was me personally, I would have put the same side out exactly down to the exact player, down to the Aston Villa game. The team was very similar, but I think taking Walcott out of that squad was a massive mistake. It was, I think, such poor management from Arsene Wenger. Like, it was ridiculous. And this is really when the Wenger out people start to really come in full voice after a result like that. We changed our philosophy in recent games after the Man City game of we sit back, we let them attack, we catch them on the counter-attack. But we didn't really have any pace to get them back on the counter-attack. Because who do we have with pace up front? Giroud, Welbeck, Ozil. None of them really scream pace like Walcott does. Walcott would have been amazing in that game. His pace would have helped it. But the team's way they set up over the last couple of games worked when you had a considerable amount of players with considerable amount of speed and that no one could catch. But because we took Walcott out and that, it dropped and we just completely mellowed out, and it was just poor. Our next game is, let's look, Leicester City at home. If we do not get 3 points there, I will be even more disappointed now. This game has really annoyed me. I was at work during the game. I work at a pub, and the chef, who's a Chelsea fan, every time there was a quiet moment, he'd be going on his phone and checking the scores of all the games. And after 12 minutes, he said, oh yeah, it's 1-0. Then after a while, 1-1. And I went to him. I can see Arsenal throwing it away in the last 10 minutes. What happened? We threw it away in the last 10 minutes. We could have got a draw. Wouldn't have been happy with that, but I would have been more happy than a loss. And I could just see from the stats that he was showing me, from the website that he was on, that we were really not dominating. And I've watched the game, and it was just abysmal. And I hate games like this. Why? With Arsenal, it is literally one step forward and then like 20 back. Like, we were doing so well, singing the praise, and then we play shit. This result, I feel, does emphasise the need for a top-class striker. Giroud, he will get the goals. He gets the goals, and he's a good player, and I really do like him. But he's not world class. He's not on Aguero's level. He's not on Diego Costa's level. He's nowhere near that, and he would be good. He would be sort of a very, very good striker for maybe an Everton or some team that play in EuroLeague there or thereabouts. He's still a good player, but he's not someone that screams quality and scream world-class striker. He's literally not like that, and I do really like him, but I think it's time for Wenger to literally bite the bullet and say, look, we need a world-class striker. You got Cavani out there, you got Dybala, who is an emerging talent, and he's doing really well in the Italian league at the moment. So he needs to just bite the bullet. I think the biggest problem with Arsene Wenger is he's too nice. He needs a bit of fire about him, and he needs to just say, look, you're not good enough. Bite the bullet and go. I think it was a mistake to give Arteta a new contract extension, because I think nearly every Arsenal fan knows that his time is up with the club and it's time for him to move on from us. But we gave him a new contract, which does that mean that we're not going to get another centre defensive mid in the summer? We don't know now, but I think it was a big mistake giving Arteta an extension. We should have moved him and got someone better and someone that would challenge Coquelin in that thing, and they could work off each other like Monreal and Gibbs are doing at the left back position. And I think we need that in sort of the centre defensive mid position. So after this result, poor performance, poor result, but hopefully we can pick up points with Leicester. The games that we've got coming up, we should be picking up maximum points from the rest of February and rest of March. We should be, theoretically, we should be getting all of those points. Because we have, for the rest of the games, we've got Leicester at home, Crystal Palace away, Everton at home, QPR away, West Ham at home, Newcastle away. That is the next fixtures from now up until the 21st of March. And then we've got Liverpool on the 4th of April at home. So up until the Liverpool game, we still should win the Liverpool game. But up until the Liverpool game, we should be getting maximum points, not losing a game, not drawing a game, maximum points for Arsenal. And that is it. No more, well, we can't get any more, no less whatsoever. Maximum points, that is all I want. And hopefully that'll get the morale up of the team. Play Liverpool, beat them. Then we have Burnley, Sunderland, Chelsea, Hull, Swansea, Manchester United and West Brom as the final fixture. So, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Make sure you subscribe to Arsenal Crew. Like, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Google+. Join a community that I have shared around on Twitter and stuff like that. Arsenal FC, that's on Google+, where a lot of us Arsenal fans, we go on there and we have a good old rant about everything Arsenal. We have good discussions on there. Make sure you join us on there. We want to hear what you want to say on there. I will leave a link to that community in the description below. I will also leave links to our Twitter, Google Plus account and Instagram account. But for now, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.